all you slashaholics. Welcome to Slash Sisters. I am Slash Sister Jen.
I guess that makes me Slash Sister Hallie, and we want to welcome you back to your favorite channel for horror movie reviews by true horror movie fans.
That's right. That's you guys.
That's you.
And that's us.
And us.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
Every Friday. And if this is your first time on our channel, what the heck took you so long?
Yeah, but while you're here, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications on your smart devices so you can stay up to date on everything that we are doing here. And you can catch all of our latest videos.
Yes.
We have something fun planned coming up.
Yes, we do. I wanted to take just a quick little opportunity. This video will actually be coming out closer
on
to
Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. But right now we actually had just received news of the passing of Tony Todd, which is why I'm wearing my Candyman shirt.
I actually did make note of it because we talked about, and when we covered Nope a couple weeks ago, we talked about Candyman. We'd love to see another Candyman sequel. At that time, we didn't know about his passing, but I did put a little tribute in that too.
Yes,
so.
yes. So we just want to say Tony Todd will be missed on so many levels, and he was literally an icon of the horror industry. Like, icon. Absolute icon. But
so many prolific roles he did.
I know.
Seriously. And not just Candyman. I mean, that's what he's best known for, that and Final Destination, but there's so many others.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, so while you're here, make sure you slash that subscribe button.
We did that.
But friends, it's time to talk about turkey time.
Thanksgiving?
There's no such thing as an evil turkey. Oh wait, I lied.
You just got stuffed!
Thanksgiving now.
Yeah, that one's...
We could do that next year. Or maybe Thanksgiving 3. Either one. Because there is no 2.
I know.
Anyways, it is just about turkey time, and we thought we would give you the chance to cover... We wanted the chance to cover a newer movie, you guys.
That is right. We are bringing you Mr. Eli Roth back to the channel because he was here with Cabin Fever several months ago. But today we are taking a look at his 2023 Thanksgiving, which is Thanksgiving, which is ironically enough based off of a 2007 fake trailer that he put in the front of Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's Grindhouse Double feature, Planet Terror and Death Proof.
Yep. So this whole entire film came from a trailer.
Right.
A fake trailer.
It's funny to note, 5 of those fake trailers, which there was only 5, 3 of which have already been turned into films.
Yep.
Hobo with a Shotgun got turned into a film starring Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
And of course, Robert Rodriguez did Machete.
Yep. And Machete too, actually.
Machete Kills.
Yeah.
There's still rumblings that there's going to be a third one, Machete Kills in Space. But
look, there's a wealth of intellectual property to be had for this.
I would love to see
just from that one movie.
I was gonna say I would love to see the other one that I know of, the other trailer that I know of, the Werewolf Woman of SS adapted into a full length feature film. Rob Zombie, get on it!
Do it!
Come on! I want to see Nick Cage as Fu Manchu.
Nick Cage is hilarious and amazing, and we should get more Nick Cage movies on our channel.
Anyway, more horror.
Girl, I got plans. We're doing a Nick Cage movie next year.
We don't have any Nick Cage horror films.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Mandy. Right. That's all I'm going to say. So scoot up your chair to this amazing feast, which actually our feast is just a couple of pumpkins. But this amazing feast, and let's carve right into this holiday horror film. That sounds like a whole lot of foam and plastic.
Did you want to make a mess on set?
No.
Because you'd be cleaning it up.
It's your house.
I don't care. Maid's off. On Thanksgiving in Plymouth, Massachusetts, we meet the Collins family as the local sheriff comes by with a pumpkin pie to share.
Mitch Collins works at Right Mart, where he has just been called into work early.
Couldn't eat it by myself, it'd just be too depressing. For a single guy, I know my way around the oven.
Have a feeling you're not going to be single for long.
On Thanksgiving Day.
The store shouldn't even be open. It's Thanksgiving.
AKA the start of Black Friday.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
A mob gathers outside the superstore, which is so eerily looking like Walmart, honestly.
Yep.
In preparation for the Black Friday sale, because everybody's got to get those damn waffle irons.
I know it.
The store opens in 10 minutes. You'll get your waffle iron.
Yeah, that Black Friday sale, which is actually starting on Thanksgiving Day, which I guess this is the way now, isn't it?
Okay, Mando.
Jessica Wright, whose father Thomas owns the store, lets her friends Gabby, Bobby, Evan, Scuba, and Yulia inside the store early because who is it? One of them wants to get a new phone.
Yeah, because he needs his new phone.
He
so
broke
he can
his
text
phone or
people.
something. I don't know.
Who the fuck you texting?
Who was it that needed the phone? Was it Evan?
Yeah,
one of them. One of these little shits.
One of the football players needed the phone. That's all I remember. The crowd notices them and stampedes the store in a frenzy. Literally a mob mentality.
Yeah. In the ensuing chaos, that is being recorded by Evan on his phone. Like he's literally recording this, and it becomes a problem. But in the ensuing chaos, Mitch's wife Amanda, who had
played by Gina Gershon.
Yes, I love Gina Gershon so much. She comes to the store to bring dinner to Mitch because he missed Thanksgiving dinner. And she is killed. Kind of brutally.
She is. Well, first of all, the mob scene crushes the security guy at the door.
Right,
Just
kills
the doors
him.
fall off.
That
crush
guy
him.
does.
I don't remember if he does die or not.
Yeah, he does die. That's the security guard dies, a customer dies, and Amanda.
Right. But Amanda falls to the floor. She gets trampled. Then a shopping cart hits her head, and her hair gets caught up in it, and it rips her scalp off.
Oh god, it's pretty vile, honestly, but I love it.
So
if there's anything about this movie, it has got
some
really
over the top
funny,
kills,
hilarious, awesome, inventive kills.
Right.
I gotta give him that.
Right. Gina Gershon actually called up Eli Roth, and she's like, "When are you gonna put me in a horror film?" And he's like, "Well, you know what, Gina? Actually, I'm currently writing one right now. I got a part just for you."
Nice.
So that's how Gina Gershon got in this.
I think it's funny. I mean, obviously, we'll talk about this later in the film, but how old do you think Gina Gershon is? She's definitely older than me, and I'm 41.
I'd say she's probably in her late 50s, 60s.
Okay. Remember that for the end of the film, or for the end of this video when we get to that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so in the chaos, Mitch's wife Amanda is killed, a security guard is killed, a customer is killed, and Bobby, who is the star baseball player, gets his arm shattered.
Yeah, it's bent backwards this, which I can attest does actually happen because I've seen it happen in a football game.
Oh, I fell as a child. I was a child. I was 10, but I broke my arm and my hand was over here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I can attest. The arm can do a crazy thing.
The following year, yes, 1 year later, Brightmark begins preparations for yet another Black Friday sale because they didn't have enough carnage the prior year. They're going back for a second helping.
Yeah.
Thomas Wright, you and your entire family have blood on your hands.
Exactly.
And yes, I'm going to continue with the Thanksgiving puns.
Yeah. At a local diner, the group of teens see Bobby, who has returned. He ghosted everybody after the events of the previous Thanksgiving. He just disappeared.
As he should have. Yeah. I mean, he got fucked up.
Yeah, he did.
That evening, a waitress named Lizzie, who is the actually only person in this film that is from Massachusetts.
Authentically Massachusetts. Everybody else's accents are fucking great, though. I don't care if they're not authentic, if they're not perfect. They're great, and I love it.
The actress playing Lizzie, too, Amanda something, I believe is her name.
We do that a lot.
I just can't fucking remember shit. I have so much knowledge up here, and it's
I know.
useless
It's hard
fucking
to remember
knowledge.
every single name.
But she is actually the 7th generation great grandniece of John Carver.
John Carver.
Go park the car down by Harvard Yard. Go get a dark beer on Taft. I can do Boston.
Oh, that's funny.
But anyway, Lizzie is killed by a figure wearing a John Carver mask. He then hangs the lower half of her body from the Right Mark sign.
Yes. So now we've done our main accent when we did Pet Cemetery. Now we're doing our Massachusetts accent. I'm loving it.
Sometimes that is better.
Sorry.
Now
that was something else.
John Carver.
That's John Carver. Lizzie's involvement in the Reitmar incident is what leads police to believe that those that were involved with the incident the previous year are now being targeted.
The assailant, now fittingly called John Carver, tags Jessica and her friends in cryptic social media posts. That's right, the killer has taken to the Instagram, showing all their places at a Thanksgiving table.
These seats are for us. Our names are at the table.
Set and decked to the nines.
Yeah, it really is. It looks nice. I needed that too.
Not what he said.
No, I don't think I want to eat that.
No.
Jessica found out that her stepmother deleted all of the camera footage from the night of the incident on Thanksgiving. She then goes to her house and retrieves the hard copy and gives it to Eric Newland, the town sheriff.
Played by
McDreamy.
What is his name?
Yeah,
yes,
Patrick Dempsey. That's it. Thank you. Thanks, Amy.
So, who has been on our channel once before in another slasher.
Oh, let me think. Don't tell me. Give me a second. Let's continue. I'm going to think about it.
Carver kills several more residents involved in the riot, starting with security guard Manny, who abandoned his post. Honestly, that kill was very, very, interesting, how he, garroted the entire head off.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm still
And then fed the fucking cat afterwards, too.
I'm still thinking about how that... Alright, tell me.
Scream 3.
Oh, yeah! And I guess technically Scream 4 last week, because I think she talks to him on the phone at the very end of the movie. She definitely talks about him.
I mean, she talks about him in 5, too,
yeah,
but he's not in it.
No.
I think he is going to be in 7, though.
Good. Anyways, he attacks and kills Manny, but does not forget to go and feed his sweet little kitty cat before he leaves.
And gives the kitty a little pets.
Yeah.
But then the cat
he leaves the decapitated body on the floor for him.
But then the cat throws up its food and proceeds to eat it.
Yeah. Well, cats do what they do.
That is true.
Cats do be catting.
Next, John Carver, because that's how we're going to refer to the killer.
We're going to refer to the
killer
as John Carver.
Attacks student Lonnie and Amy, a football player and a cheerleader.
I actually really
that were
love
seen
this scene.
at the Reitmar incident.
I love this scene. I think it's so funny. Because, basically, Lonnie... well, actually, no. Amy grabs Lonnie from practice or something. She's like, follow me, I want to show you something. And he's, sitting on the stage, and she's just jumping on a trampoline in front of him. Like a show for him. Mm-hmm. Well...
in her cheerleader outfit, no less.
So, John Carver comes up and just literally turns Lonnie's head around. Completely snaps his neck. But then he, sticks the knife underneath the trampoline and basically just lets her jump herself to death.
Yeah, so she jumps down, her heel lands on the knife first, and then she falls and then he just keeps stabbing
right onto the knife. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think that's a pretty fun kill.
Yulia, who apparently is some Russian mobster's daughter.
Yeah.
Because that's about the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
He's in, witness protection or some shit like that.
And
they're going to Florida.
Yeah.
Is attacked in her home, being stabbed in the ears with,
corn on the cob holders? Yeah.
Yeah, which, while... it would damage the eardrum, and,
for sure.
and you do hear
it would hurt,
deafening...
but it's not gonna...
it's not gonna kill her. No. All while on a video call with Jessica and Scuba.
Yeah. Jessica and Scuba make it there, but are unable to stop Carver from disemboweling Yulia by throwing her on top of a table saw.
So table saws, at least newer ones, have safety precautions that if anything
they've got a big
soft,
plastic thing over the top.
Well,
of
not only that, but if anything soft comes close to the blade just stops.
Yeah.
Newer ones do. Older ones don't, because I have an older one that it's not.
Yeah.
The police attempt to lure Kava out by having the Wright family participate in the Thanksgiving parade in a scene very similar to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, yeah.
It is so heavily inspired from that. Like, lifted directly from that.
For sure.
Like, I'm watching that scene, I'm like, oh my god, they looked it up.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, it's my dad's ring from Iraq. He said it kept him alive.
So, Carver Cava then shows up in a totally different disguised as a creepy clown, and decapitates the mascot, the turkey mascot, and sets off multiple smoke bombs, causing chaos, in which he is able to abduct Jessica, her stepmother Kathleen, Thomas, and Scuba. So basically, like, her family plus Scuba are all kidnapped.
The next scene is, honest to God, it is probably one of the most ludicrous fucking scenes of this entire fucking movie.
I love it.
But John Cava is preparing Kathleen's body to be baked like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yes, he is.
He's basting her, he's putting thyme between the toes, and
salt all
this
over her face.
Right. Like seasoning her up to perfection, and yeah.
It's so funny.
She does get away briefly.
She does escape for a little bit, but he catches her and he forces her into the oven to bake, but makes sure he puts that thermometer in there to make sure that we all know when she was all done.
I could not help but laugh.
I laughed so hard when it went bing.
Which she hadn't been in there long enough for it to go.
No,
but whatever.
To cook a whole human body, no
right,
way.
Right,
no fucking way. That
especially
would
one
hours.
that wasn't dead and drained.
Yeah, hours, literally hours.
Anyway, her corpse is then promptly served as a turkey at the table where the hostages and victims' corpses are seated.
Yeah, so like Manny's head's sitting on his plate, and like the top half of Lizzie's body is there.
Just
because the bottom half got hung outside of Right Mart.
Right.
But yeah, the top half of her body, and then like was the cheerleader and the football player? They're not there.
They're not there.
No. But then what's her name? Jessica and Scuba, and then Jessica's family is all like around the table with all these people.
By the way, the guy that runs like the whole Right Mart or whatever, he was in Eli Roth, one of Eli Roth's very early films.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Hostel.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was the surly American that was pissed off he didn't get to carve somebody up.
Yeah.
We haven't covered Hostel yet.
No, we have not. We have not. But we will.
Gather round the table, everyone. Dinner is served.
So, Carver then bludgeons Evan to death in a live stream, because he was the one who live streamed the whole thing happening on Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. And then supposedly wasn't posting the video, but somehow that video kept getting out.
I am more appalled by the number of likes that live stream got.
Yeah.
You're going to break the internet.
Gross. Like, gross.
Hey, Aim, do we have that mallet down here? That meat tenderizer? or is it with my costume from Spook Hollow? Yeah. Kava used something very similar to this.
Uh-huh.
I would never, because this actually does hurt.
Yeah.
Foam as it is, it still would fucking hurt.
Yeah, but he uses something similar to that to bludgeon Evan to death in a live stream. Like, he live streams it while it's happening, in front of everybody at the table, too.
Right, like I said, the likes on that is just gross. What gets me, right? Jessica and Scuba are able to escape from the table because Jessica was given a ring by the creepy dude that has far too many guns, far too many
we really
alcohol,
haven't talked about McCarty, have we?
No, far too many youngsters at his house partying up and getting
because
fucked
that
up.
Dude's like way too old to be having these little.
He's at least
kids.
In his 30s.
Yes,
at least.
At the very youngest, like
late 20s.
Be careful out there, huh? Keep yourself alive long enough to return that thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Gross.
But she has this ring that he had given her that apparently held a switchblade knife of some kind.
Yeah, but when he gives it to her, he says, "My dad had this in Nam, and saved his life. Saved his life
in Nam." So yeah, they use that to cut their bindings and dip out.
Yeah. But Carver chases Jessica. Yeah. She then comes upon Newland. He chases her. They go out into the woods. Like, she makes it out. She starts running in the woods. She then comes upon Sheriff Newland lying on the pavement and follows signs of movement into the building where the parade float materials are being stored. So, like, everything from the parade, because originally what the plan was to everybody come back to the parade float place and wait to hopefully let John Carver show himself. But yeah, so she sees movement inside of the building.
She sees Bobby in the Carver costume, but Newland joins her and tells her to go outside. Gunshots are heard, but Bobby is not found.
The police inform Jessica that her friends and father are safe and have been taken to the hospital for treatment, which, thank goodness.
Yeah, because we don't see him the rest of the fucking movie.
Nope.
Couldn't have done this without you.
In Newland's office, Jessica notices the same debris from the woods.
Yeah, some cockleburrs.
Yeah, that are stuck to her clothing is also stuck to the hem of Newland's pants and his boots, revealing that he is the killer. He actually told her something interesting at the start of the film, or close to the start of the film, that the devil's in the details.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's how they get caught.
It's like fumbling on the 1-yard line.
Well, that's how he gets caught.
Newland reveals that his motive for the murders, after his wife left him, he met Amanda. Yeah, Amanda. You know, the married woman, played by Gina Gershon, who's in her 50s or 60s?
Right.
Okay. He met Amanda, and they had an affair, resulting in her becoming pregnant.
You took my family from me.
With his child. She had planned to divorce Mitch and be with him.
Yeah, now that we've put together how old Gina is, that's not possible.
It can happen. The likelihood is very low.
Slim. Very
low.
slim. When Amanda was killed during the Wrightmar incident, not only did Newland lose the love of his life, but also his unborn baby. He lost everything that night. I believe is what he says.
Yep. Newland began targeting those he held responsible for the riot, as their negligence and violence is what caused Amanda's death, along with the death of his child.
Yeah. Newland had abducted Bobby and put him in the Carver costume to frame him.
I had him drugged, dressed up, ready to be shot, but when I opened the trunk, he popped me with a tire iron.
Which, I mean, makes sense. He's got to try and frame somebody.
I mean, yeah, if you want to get away with it.
Yeah. A horrified Newland realizes Jessica has just live-streamed the entire confession.
With the killer's phone.
Yeah, the killer's phone. She found Bobby's phone sitting on the table and picked it up and was able to record and live-stream the entire thing, exposing Sheriff Newland as the killer.
Right. He attacks her, but Bobby's able to get in to help rescue her.
Yeah, he kind of comes to and is able to help rescue her.
Yeah.
And they get into his truck and basically try to drive off. Yeah.
Sorry, Jessica! This year, there will be no leftovers!
In the back of the truck, Jessica loads a musket. So he takes the towing line off of the Sheriff Newland takes the towing line and ties it around a post inside of the building, like a big cement post. So they're basically stuck and unable to get away. So Jessica,
before she takes the musket off, though, she fills a balloon, a parade balloon. Up
she turns the
flammable gas.
Yeah. She turns on the gas for one of the balloons, but then she fills up the musket, grabs her bracelet off, and throws it down in there as ammo, and shoots the tank of gas, causing the flames to engulf Sheriff Newland.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sheriff! You were right! No leftovers!
And we are led to believe that he is dead for time being, at least.
Supposedly.
Right. I mean, we are getting a sequel, so.
Well, they say that they're not able to find his body.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. She reunites with Gabby and Scuba while Bobby is being taken to the hospital to be treated.
Authorities are unable to find Newland's body. Of course, we have to leave things open for a possible sequel that we are getting.
Now know we are getting, for sure. We finish our film with Jessica having a nightmare in which she is attacked by a on-fire Sheriff Newland. And that's it.
And that is the end of this holiday horror classic.
Yes. I think, honestly, straight to classic status. I loved it.
I think that there is a missed opportunity if they do not call Thanksgiving 2 the second course or something like that, or the second helping.
Yes.
You know, I think there's a missed opportunity if they don't go that route.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was really impressed with the whodunit status of this film.
Agreed. I think they did just the right amount of red herrings.
Right, no, they did. But I went into it thinking, oh, this is going to be schlocky, because, I was basing my opinion off of the trailer from 2007.
Yep.
Eli Roth has stated in interviews that this Thanksgiving is a remake of that Thanksgiving, because that Thanksgiving was so bad that all the copies were bought up, destroyed. The cast and crew has been paid off never to talk about it again. So it just lives in people's recesses of their minds. It doesn't actually exist anymore. So he made this Thanksgiving as
it's a remake.
To it.
It's a remake of the original.
Because the original, a dude falls in love with a turkey and his dad kills the turkey and then he goes on a homicidal warpath.
Yeah.
Because that's stupid.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so my opinion, I went into this. I have to say, I am not
Eli Roth fan.
A fan of Eli Roth.
Fair.
Not a fan of his movies. I think he is very well versed in all things horror. I respect his opinion. I respect who he is in the realm of horror. I'm just not a fan of his films. So when I went into this, I was like, all right, well, here we go. I've heard good things, but I don't know. Came out of it, so pleasantly surprised.
Right.
I was like, what? Did I just watch that? Was that real?
Right.
He did a good movie. That's a great whodunit. That's funny. That's it's Bloody Machete up for me. I love this film.
Two from the two of us.
Yep.
He can do good movies though, because he did a children's movie called The House with the Clock in the Walls.
Oh yeah.
Based off of a treatment from Eric Kripke, who did Supernatural.
Yeah.
Released the first 5 seasons of that, starring Jack Black and Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, or a children's movie.
Okay.
Eli Roth, he does have some misses for the most part with his directorial, but I think he's great in when he's acting with Tarantino.
Absolutely.
He was great in Inglourious Bastards.
Absolutely.
But I do like. I like the Hostel films. I like gore porn. I'm sorry. I like it. Cabin Fever, not so much, but Hostel 1, 2,
I like torture porn. I like gore porn, but she doesn't fucking like Terrifier.
Terrifier's dumb. There's no point to him. I'm gonna beat you with a pumpkin.
She's only seen the first one. You gotta give her a break, okay, you guys? We'll convert her. We'll get her there.
I doubt it very seriously.
So that is the end of this holiday horror fiesta.
Speaking of Horror Fiesta, it's back for year 2, Saturday, September 13th, 2025 at Exposition Gardens in Peoria, Illinois. More details coming soon.
Yes.
Get it on out of here.
Yeah, we are sending it straight back to Boston.
Yeah, and let's find out what we're going to do next.
You don't know, do you?
I don't know. I should have looked. I do this all the time.
I can tell you that we are revisiting a director that we've seen once before.
Okay.
We are also revisiting a trope that is prevalent with this one actor now.
Oh.
He tends to play cops in everything that he does.
Oh.
No, don't look.
Oh! Dude.
We are going to the world of James Wan.
James Wan.
With
Holy
dead
shit.
silence.
This is good, classic, wonky, crazy, bonkers James Wan. not quite as wonky. And
I have not
Malignant,
watched this film in about 15 years.
Me too.
But what I remember, it was great.
It is.
The actors are fucking phenomenal in it.
Yes.
So
make sure you come back next week when we dive into James Wan's Dead Silence. Oh, I'm so excited! I'm so excited, you guys! You gotta come back next week. Watch this movie and then come back to us. Because this is so much fun. If you haven't seen it...
There are 2 versions of this. There's the theatrical cut and the unrated. We are going to be doing theatrical cut.
Okay. Alright, y'all. Watch it. Then come back next week.
Until then, make sure you slash that subscribe button.
And stab the like button.
And ring-a-ling that gray bell so you don't get lost in the mix and can stay up to date on everything that we're doing on this platform.
Yes. And until next time, we will see you all in the afterlife.